Oh no, did not tell my secret. Oh shit, fuck. I have Tourette. I have Tourette and say cuss word all the time. Shit, fuck, damn, fuck, shit. Yeah, I can't help it. Yeah, I can't help it, y'all. I got Tourette's. Where's my phone going off? Hell yeah. Uh, Look here, Pioneer. Yeah, Pioneer. Check that out. Got these new head units in DMH W3000 NEX. I like when they send it in this box right here, these units, because it kind of tells you a little bit something about China. Guys, I used to buy fireworks all the time. Used to put on huge fireworks shows. I did one for a wedding not too long ago. People hired these nuts to do this shit. Yeah. These nuts are smart motherfucker. I do everything. But anyway, as fireworks, look, I got a buddy of mine. He is a big distributor of fireworks, and he's in Las Vegas. You kind of put how Las Vegas and all that kind of go together, big distributors and shit. There's also a fireworks company, buddy of mine that I used to work with. His cousin owns, which is called Big Fireworks, BIG. The one I'm talking about in Las Vegas, he owns Alien Fireworks. Yeah. Anyway, to get on with this, I'm going to tell you how I find out about a lot of things is just through knowing people and dealing with different types of things from China. This is how it kind of works, and this is not in every case, but in Case is going. This is going to be funny because Case has a lot to do with it. Not in every single case, but 90% of the time, what the person pays as far as the distributor pays is called case price. And I know this from dealing with fireworks. Hell yeah. So when you go into a fireworks store, and he don't give a fuck, none of them care. They're going to sell the products anyway. What affects them the most is like taxes, tariffs, shipping. The shipping's the biggest part of their problem on fireworks because they're dangerous. So they have a fee put in there for what it is. You know, if it's hazardous or whatever, there's going to be an extra fee on that because if a ship's toting around a bunch of fireworks and it catches on fire, well, kaboom, boom, it's going to go sinky sink in the bottom of the ocean. Yeah. Now, when you're doing car audio shit, you really don't have that much to worry about. No, because it's not active. There's nothing going on with it. But if you notice right here, it says 6 pieces right there, and it shows you how the boxes line up. Now you're going to say, what the hell is this right here? These are head units. So there are 6 head units in this one box. What would come in this box? If you look up the retail price, they mark that retail price up about 10%, sometimes 15%, maybe more than that sometimes. Just depends on who's trying to gouge who. There's a lot of price gouging going on in car audio, fireworks, stuff like that. Anything made from China, there is some serious gouging going on. They pay case price. So if you want to know what these would cost, say, a distributor, they're going to take whatever that sale price is, just say $479. Just say, I went and looked this unit up on Crutchfield, $479. They pay case price. So divide $479 by 6, and that's going to give you what they paid, which is about $79 a piece. Whoops. About $79 a piece. Now, that's cost. usually when I would buy stuff from my buddies at the fireworks distributor, they would do cost plus. Cost plus is cost plus 10%. All they wanted to make was 10%. That's all. I'd say no problem. So when I would say, if you go into a fireworks place and you know their Excalibur's a big, that's a good mortar to buy for your average person. Excalibur. Those are notorious for being great fireworks. All right, for your average person. Guys, if the damn box said $100 on it, that's what the whole fucking case cost. Yeah. They don't, those boxes do not come set, in other words, they come in one case. So if you buy a box of Excaliburs, and this year I think they were $175 a piece because of shipping and all that shit and tariffs and whatever. They were like $175 to $200 a pack. Well, they didn't cost that. That was what the whole goddamn case cost. They come six of those Excalibur mortar shells. There's 24 in each shell, or each box. I know, trust me, I've done this a long time. There's 24 in there. They're only paying $175. So once they sell one box, the rest is profit. And dumbass American, yeah, go in there and buy them damn things. They go in there and buy them things and just pay out the ass. And they think they're getting a good deal, even when they say, hey, we'll give you two for one. Well, they still going to make double, quadruple their money off the other four that got sold. Yeah, because they buy them by the case. And that's exactly the way it goes in car audio. Now, on fireworks, they have to have a bigger margin of making money. So what they'll do is mark it up a pretty good bit, which that's what I'm saying. They're doing 6 times the cost of the motherfucker. That's what they're marking it up. Because they're only open seasonal. In other words, yeah, they're open all year long, but it's very rare somebody goes in there and says, hey, I want to buy a whole bunch of fireworks today and do it next week and the next week and next week. You'll gradually have some doing that. But for the most part, it's 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, whatever, New Year's. That's when the shit gets bought. That's when they make their money. Now on electronics, they're paying case price, which is one case. There's usually 6 to a case. That's usually that's the way it goes in car audio and fireworks. They're only paying $79 fucking dollars for the radio, and then they're charging you $479. Yeah. You don't believe it? Don't believe it. I don't care. I'm telling you the truth. I know what they cost. And sometimes if it's a product that's been on the shelf for a long time, the manufacturer, which is not even the manufacturer, is going to give you a better deal. Guys, this shit is, oh God, it ain't got damn head units in it. No, hell no, this ain't a head unit. It's a fucking speaker that somebody said, you can't get them, man. Yeah, my Tourette's is acting up. Fuck, shit, damn it. You can't get these, man. Well, what the fuck's that say? So we see we got Pioneer Electronics USA Incorporated, which is one company. And then you got this company right here, Pioneer Corporation. Notice it don't say USA on it. Made in Thailand. They're called baby shell companies under a bigger company, and what they do is pay themselves. Yeah, it's the oldest trick in the book, man. They've been doing this shit for years. So when you see all these people selling these products and going, oh man, we're going to have a Tuesday sale, a Wednesday sale, a Labor Day sale, a October sale, December sale. They're still fucking you in the asshole. Hell yeah. This shit does not cost anything to make these products. Patrick from Robot Underground was telling this a long time ago. You should have been paying attention. This is true shit. That's why I get along with him. I talked to him last night on the fucking telephone. Matter of fact, one of my subscribers said, which he knows Patrick and me and everything, he literally bought a radio from me. Yeah, he bought one of the Nakamichi radios, and I hooked his ass up. It's way cheaper than the fucking radio was going for $379. I hooked him up, and he paid extra. He didn't have to. He's on my channel. He knows. He said, man, I think Patrick's mad at you. I said, why's he mad at me? You ain't talked to him since he got out. I said, bullshit. I fucking paid him some money and all kinds of shit. And I did throughout the year. But I said, hell, I'll call him up. So I called him on the phone. He answered the phone. What's up, man? What's going on? I said, we broke up. He said, nah, hell no. I said, I heard you was mad at me. He said, I ain't mad at your ass. I said, yeah, I ain't talked to you. I said, I was told I hadn't called you or nothing, which I don't never call Patrick. It's mostly just bullshit back and forth on the texting and stuff. I've talked to him on the phone before, yeah, in the very beginning, absolutely. I don't have a problem with him. Hell no, we don't have a problem with each other. No, we get along great. Actually, I told him I loved him. He said the same fucking thing to me. I said, I love you, man. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Because he's a good guy, man. He's trying to help you. What he's just like is he don't put up with a bunch of stupid shit like I don't. My Tourette's is acting up. Fuck damn shit. Fuck it. Yeah. So he's trying to help you, and I'm trying to help you. When you're paying all this crazy money for this damn equipment, you're being stupid. There is so much markup in it. Now, do I want the companies to make money? Yeah, hell yeah. They got to make money to do this stuff. But you'll notice there's more and more people getting into the audio equipment selling part because it's easy money. It sells itself. Yeah, you don't have to get on there and you just got to say, hey, put it in a couple builds, show people that it'll do some shit, and then they'll buy the hell out of it. Yeah. That's why dynoing on audio equipment's becoming smaller and smaller as far as people buying those $5,000 machines, because a guy's going to take a little unit that big and do the same fucking thing. Yeah, it's going to give you false numbers that everybody believes, and hell, anybody can watch that on TV. You want me to buy one? I'll buy one just for hell up. Stick it up there and say, look, it's doing this number. But it don't fucking do that number. No, hell no. No, it don't. You believe what you want to believe. Them fucking things is... Oh my God. JJ had a video one day, said, Tony made this device right here. That man, hey guys, what's Tony? He knows what he's doing. No, fuck he don't. No, hell no. Todd knows way the fuck more than Tony. So, here's another Pioneer that I was told I couldn't get. Yeah. Hang on, let me show you something right quick. Oh, my Tourette is acting up. Shit, fuck, damn, shit, fuck, shit, fuck. Look, all these are same thing. Same thing. Yeah, same thing. Right there. All same thing. Alright. Some come from China. Some come from Alibaba. Some come from straight from Pioneer. Some come in Thailand boxes. Some come in China boxes. It's fucking China. China. I got 5 of these. Alright, so I'm going to tell you something. Don't get on eBay and buy this shit from some dumbass charging you $350 for this shit. It don't cost $350. Hell no. That's called somebody taking advantage of somebody. Yeah, they're taking advantage of people. All the time. Well, let me explain another thing about shipping. Okay, so if you watch the videos about the little Larry Dickens, I made the guy one hell of a deal. And I told him, I said, look, I haven't put these for sale nowhere. They're really not for sale. But he's wanting to do a certain thing, and I'll try to help people. I said, man, what you're going to need is this. This is what you're going to need to do what you're trying to do in a car. They're small in size. They'll make good power. I'll be able to save you a bunch of money on them because I don't have no money in them. Okay. So I said, you're just going to have to pay the shipping. Now, he's in Indiana and I'm in North Carolina. Now, those things are not lightweight. No, they're not light. They're pretty solid. I said, let me find out what the shipping will be. Now, here's the thing. I can put them in a box that's really, really tiny and take them to, say, the Postal Service or UPS or whatever. Usually they measure it by, they charge by the size of the box. In other words, they have a certain size that they know they can stack these together and put more on a plane, and it'll hold more shit than if they had oddball sized boxes. So they call certain boxes odd sized boxes. So if you cram something in a little tiny ass box and you take it to the post office, it may cost you more in that little box than it would in one this size. That's true shit, man. You've got to know the tricks. This is what they do. And you've got to talk to the people at the Postal Service or people from UPS and find out what size boxes are going to save you the money. You'll notice that these come in a box way, way bigger than this. They didn't get charged by the damn, they got charged by the box size and not the actual weight. The weight is a consideration in the price, but there's also a limit on what box sizes they can stack in, say, an airplane or a truck, that they can put more in it and it not be oddball shaped and have their loads all crazy and everything. That's why they do that. Yeah, so they do go by weight, but the biggest factor is the size of the box. So I've literally, and I know you guys have done the same shit. You've ordered something for, say, Amazon, and it'll be the size of a soup can, you know, like Campbell's soup, about that big, and it'll be in a box this big. And you're like, what the fuck did they put it in that great big ass box for? Because it cost them less to put it in the bigger box. So when I was packing the stuff up for the guy in Indiana, I double boxed it. Or I could have put it in 3 boxes, but the third box would have put the shipping cost higher. And if I would have put it in a one box padded, it would have been higher than double boxing it. And the box being a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger made it in the threshold of being a standardized box size. And it made it cheaper for him. Yeah, it was $23 to ship each one. That's cheap for something that fucking heavy. Especially if you don't know how shipping goes now. I could put this fucking screwdriver. My Tourette's is acting up. Shit, fuck, damn, fuck. I can put this in a box. And it don't weigh shit. I put it in a little tiny ass box, motherfucker, be $15 to get shipped somewhere. I'm not even bullshitting. $15. Now, if I put it in a box this big, it'll be $5. Guys, you got to know the tricks. You got to know what's going on, and you got to know that these people are paying case price. Don't believe it. Call them up and ask them. See if they'll be honest with you. They're not going to be honest with you, but if you find one that's honest, it'll surprise the fuck out of me. I've done told you how I know. I've been in this industry. I know how it goes. I know what they do. I know what it costs. I've had my hands in everything, guys. I'm telling you, fireworks, fucking electronics, engineering, all kinds of shit. There's nothing I hadn't really done. That's why I said, hell, I could do porn. I've been told that many times, but no, I don't want to do porn. There's too many dicks out there poking them in the wrong places. But anyway, thought I'd tell you, you can get these from AliExpress. You can get them from Alibaba. You can get them from fucking Pioneer. You can get them from China Direct. You just have to know the people. I'll put some of these in something. I don't know. I got 5 total. One's upstairs. I got to tote these upstairs. I'll tuck them away. Might not never use them, but I'll sell them, and I'll still be able to sell them cheaper than the dude that's selling them for $350. And I'll be able to sell them cheaper than this company can, because I don't have money in one of them. I have zero money in one of them. They're not going to bring the price down that cheap. No, they got to make a profit to run them big old buildings and, you know, all that land they're on, and the lights be running and shit like that. That's where the problem's at. Insurance. That's where they have to make a profit. But 90% of them running around airplanes and fucking helicopters and shit, because they're making tons of money off one product. Yep. There's actually more profit margin in amplifiers than there is in subwoofers, because of the weight. Yep. And the size. Yep. You guys take care and have a great day. Hope this video made sense. If you want something that I have, I ain't gonna say it's for sale, but I'm always willing to try to help people. You guys take care and have a great day. I'll talk to you later. See you.